Hello and welcome back to the Success Guide. Extraordinarily motivated people are driven to go above and beyond. They are trusted by others, focus, and have great confidence in their own abilities. They dream of endless possibilities and tend to be extremely satisfied with their lives. They are more likely to receive a raise or a dream project, maintain longer relationships, and get promoted or recruited more than their unmotivated peers. Seeking and achieving your dreams means you are really living your life. Ready to get motivated and become all you can be? Try some or all of these habits of extraordinary motivated people, and perhaps you too will find the courage to live a life of fulfilled dreams. Today we're going to be talking about 7 signs you're going to be successful. Make sure you subscribe to the content channel and this turn notices on so you don't miss any valuable content. Number 1, successful people are incredibly driven. How driven are you? Now, we're not talking about you being a nightmare to work with or bullying other people. We're talking about you pushing yourself to get results. People that are going to be successful like to finish things. Let us explain. When you're working a puzzle, they can't stop until they finish. If they play a video game, they can't help themselves. They have to finish the game. When reading a book, they have to finish it. Guys, this is a sign. Extraordinarily motivated people face discomfort head on. They never choose the easy route. To get what they want, they push themselves out of their comfort zone and get rid of those annoyingly infernal voices that say you are limited in what you can do. They trust their abilities and know they will come out on top. It's your personal drive that turns your ideas into actions and then into results. It is your personal drive that keeps you going when things get tough. It enables you to bounce back from disappointments and setbacks. So, are you driven or lazy? Do you procrastinate? It is their intrinsic desire to be their best selves and succeed that drives their motivation. They are internally driven, not pushed, toward new adventures, the unfolding journey. Number 2, successful people communicate clearly. Just delivering a message is not enough. It must meet the purpose of the sender. Communication skills come in many forms: email, social media posts, and conducting messages, or speaking one-on-one on the phone with a prospect, or even speaking to a large group of people. Effective communication is a process of exchanging ideas, thoughts, knowledge, and information such that the purpose of intention is fulfilled in the best possible manner. In simple words, it is nothing but the presentation of views by the sender in a way best understood by the receiver. Conveying a message effectively is an art as well as a skill developed after continuous practice and experience. One of the things that can change one's life early on in a career is joining a program to hone and develop your public speaking skills. When you're learning from a mentor to develop skills such as copywriting skill, communication in written form, to use words in print, or to persuade and influence your reader. The effective communication includes not just the way you use the words, but also covers several other skills such as non-verbal communication, ability to understand your own emotions as well as the other person with whom you're communicating, engaged listening, ability to speak assertively. So all successful people, they have this one thing in common: the ability to influence, persuade, and inspire other people. Number 3, successful people embrace failures. Do you embrace failures, or do you take failures personally? You see, successful people, they are ridiculously positive about their future. Is patience a virtue? If you want to be successful, yes. While perhaps it's not the most exciting trait, it's invaluable. As much as we all want things to happen right now, success takes time. Anything that is worth attaining is worth waiting for. They always speak positively about where things are going, as if it's already happened, even though there's no way that it could have happened. They believe in themselves and they have positive expectations. People who are bound to achieve great things recognize this, and they're willing to take it slow but steady to win the race. Patience allows them to persist even in the face of adversity because they have the foresight to learn from mistakes and see that they will pay off for them in the future. Being patient isn't always fun. It can be challenging, but in the long run, you'll be rewarded with longevity and steadiness in your career if you cultivate the trait of patience. Walt Disney was fired by news editors saying that he had no imagination and no creativity. Steven Spielberg was rejected 3 times by film school before getting his huge break. Colonel Sanders, at the age of 56, got rejected 1,000 times for his recipe before a restaurant picked it up. When they stumble over that proverbial bump in the road, they problem solve, come up with a plan, take action, and get past it. They understand that a sure way to lose a battle is to quit, which is not a part of their vocabulary or an option. You will notice the most successful people in any field are usually the ones who have failed more than anybody else. The difference between a successful person and everyone else is not a lack of strength, it's not a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of will. Winston Churchill said it best: success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Instead of focusing on what's not working and bad experience, which so many of us tend to do, they instead focus on what is working and their successes. If they find themselves overthinking a miscalculation, they automatically flip a switch and think about those things they did do right. Take sales and closing for example. The most successful salespeople, the highest paid closers in the world, are the ones who experience rejection on a day-to-day basis more than anybody else, and that's what makes them successful. Success is on the razor's edge of failure. Number 4, successful people have high EQ. These overachievers may not be the smartest people in the world, but they surround themselves with smart people. They may not be the best students in the world, but yet they demonstrate a high degree of emotional intelligence, or EQ. You see, when it comes to success, EQ beats IQ for breakfast. Now, IQ mostly is genetic, what you're born with. However, EQ could be developed, learned, and refined. Successful people, they have a high degree of emotional intelligence, meaning that they don't crack under pressure. They stay calm. They know how to deal with stress and anxiety, even when things don't go their way. Their friends are those who are trustworthy people, supportive, and bring out the best in them unconditionally. Their friends help them take on the world side by side and, when needed, help them get back on their feet again. Successful people are also very self-aware, meaning that they know what they are good at, what they're not good at, what their strengths are, and what their weaknesses are. They know how to manage their emotions. They refuse to feel inadequate, resentful, or disappointed when failure hits them. So, how many of these signs do you have? How likely are you going to be successful? If you have a few of these signs, congratulations. The chance of you becoming successful are quite high. If you have all these signs, then the chances of you becoming successful is very, very high. Now, having these signs is one thing, but you also need to combine your signs with skills. That's how you truly become successful. Having these signs just shows your potential. How do you turn your potential into profit? You need skill. Number 5, successful people have great habits. Successful people have great habits like planning out their day the night before, constantly learning, and exercising regularly. Unsuccessful people have lousy habits like excessive drinking, taking drugs, and watching too much TV. Building wealth takes years of smart decisions, both professionally and financially. You see, successful people are where they are today because of their habits. Habits determine 95% of a person's behavior. Everything that you are today, everything that you will accomplish in the future, is determined by the quality of the habits that you form. What we've found out is that the very best people have the best habits. You see, successful people are simply those with successful habits. Successful habits could be getting up early in the morning, meditating, and reading. Successful people are where they are today because of their habits. Habits determine 95% of a person's behavior. Everything that you are today and everything that you'll ever will accomplish is determined by the quality of the habits that you form. By creating good habits and adopting a positive behavior, you too can become a successful and live a prosperous life. How many successful habits do you have? Number 6, successful people are confident in their abilities. The two biggest enemies to success are self-doubt and fear of the unknown. We struggle with self-doubt. We worry if we are ready or if we are good enough. Do we actually have what it takes to succeed? Confidence is nothing more than believing in yourself, and believing in yourself is nothing more than doing the things that you once did believe that you could do. You see, confidence comes from competence. It's easy to believe in yourself when everyone believes in you. The challenge is believing in yourself when you're not ready and no one believes in you. The doubt you can do that and think you cannot make it because you don't have what it takes. This is when you need to develop the unshakable self-confidence and belief that you can do it. Confidence is not the same as arrogance. You see, arrogance is thinking that you're above everyone else. Confidence is knowing that no one is above you. Do you feel confident enough in your own abilities that you can do what it takes? Are you willing to bet on yourself? Not just with words, but actions. Are you willing to put everything you have on the line for your goals and dreams? Do you bet on yourself? Or do you hesitate because you're a perfectionist? Do you suffer from paralysis analysis? You might have the best ideas and the most brilliant ideas in the world, but you cannot articulate those ideas to other people, you won't go anywhere. Number 7, successful people have a growth mindset. Mark Cuban, business and investor, reads 3 hours a day. Bill Gates, business magnate and investor, reads at least 1 hour a day. The next sign that someone's going to be successful is that they won't stop learning. They can't stop learning. They can't help themselves. There's a desire to get better at everything, so they want to be a better student and learn more. They read a lot, are brilliant observers, and they are always watching and searching for new, more efficient and faster ways to achieve. They understand that in order to grow as a person, they must always continue to learn. Successful people, we're always learning and growing, and we never stop. The less you know, the more you think you know. While you are here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there.